What is up, YouTube? Skiz1 here. So, welcome to episode 18 today of Sticker Sesh Saturdays. As always, I'll go through a few of the things we did on our last episode, and then we'll get started on some new stuff. So I actually may have mixed a couple of weeks worth of stickers here that we streamed. But I will go through all of them again just because I don't remember. But yeah, I think I remember showing you guys that one a couple weeks ago. Sort of incomplete, sort of not. I know I tried to do this last time. I really don't like it. I do not like it. And I think what's going on is I have a really cookie cutter way of forming the letter S. Not necessarily like the same, it'll look the same every time, but I start in the same place every time. I do certain parts of the letters in the same sort of routine every time, and it doesn't, the letter S is always the one that stands out and doesn't flow with the style of the rest of my letters in a piece. So that's exactly what happened here. And, you know, part of art and doing that kind of thing is I'm not getting caught doing stuff like that. You gotta stay creative, keep your mind moving, I guess. Vomit Gore, what's up? But anyway, that's what happened there. Not really happy with it, but it is what it is. I liked this color blue, so I did fooled around, made a few tags with it. Yeah. A lot of those are just trying out new styles of tags, that kind of thing. And same with here, just trying some sort of silly looking stuff, you know? Yeah, I remember showing you guys some of this stuff last time. But, I don't know. I always like to be a little bit experimental with my tags and that kind of thing. It's almost, actually I really like how that one turned out. Yeah, but it's good to be experimental with stuff. Tags especially, I think. I like how that one turned out too. Some of these really tiny ones were cool. And of course, got something a little simple there. So yeah, that's what's been going on with stickers recently. Sort of recently anyway. So I'll organize these and get started on a couple new things. But yeah, just gonna have a bit of a I feel like we're gonna have a quiet stream today just because whenever I take like a week off from streaming, the next one back is always quite quiet, I'm finding. Which is totally fine. I don't mind having a quiet stream, but the reason I didn't stream last week was just because I was traveling. Went to see my girlfriend actually, so I was not able to stream. Of course, I'm, as always, working with my brush tip Copics here. Oh yeah, some guy came on one of my videos the other day and wanted to explain how vowels work to me and told me I was saying it wrong and I was saying Copic when I should be saying Copic. And frankly, don't really care. To me, if you have the time to come on someone's video and tell them they're saying something wrong, your priorities aren't really in the right place, to be honest. I mean, I tried to tell the guy that a little bit nicely, but I don't know. You know, it's one of those things. I love being on YouTube, but some of the stuff you have to deal with from people is, if you're not in the right mood to deal with it, oh my god. And that was sort of one of those things, to be honest. I actually ordered a fairly large shipment of paint recently, so there's going to be a video coming up on that. I always do, whenever I try whenever I buy anything to do an unboxing video, just because everyone seems to enjoy it. So yeah, I'll have one coming up on that. Yeah, that'll be cool. Really not happy though about, what the hell's going on here? Am I still going? Okay. Trying to get back to my, what the hell? Sorry, I'm having some malfunctions here. Let me know if the stream is still going, if anyone's in here. Just because I'm not quite sure what's going on. I think we're good. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I know what I was talking. So my bombing science codes, people have been telling me they don't work, which is really frustrating. Because I've contacted bombing science like several times saying like my codes don't work, and they're like, oh yes they do, and I'm like, no they don't. And like, I'm not an idiot, I know they don't work. Like, I have enough people asking me for the codes, and I've been giving them out enough that when it comes up that I have, like, no one's used my codes, that's totally wrong. Like, it's just very clearly wrong. And, so basically what I'm saying is the codes I've given out in these streams previously, if you go back and find them, please try and use them. And if they don't work, if my personal like affiliate codes that I've given out in these streams previously don't work, please come and tell me. Because I've had a few people tell me specifically now, like I've asked, and people are just telling me, no, I tried them, they don't work. And it's really frustrating, because like I'm legitimately getting bombing science business, and I like the plan is usually like with my Amazon affiliate stuff, anything I make from there pretty much just goes towards the channel and goes towards like making videos, getting supplies for videos, that kind of thing. And it works nicely for Amazon, and that was supposed to be the plan for my bombing science stuff as well. But I don't know why their stuff just will not work for me. So yeah, if anyone tries to use my codes, let me know if they work. Or if I need to keep harassing bombing science and being like, fix my damn codes. Who's texting me? I don't know if you guys can hear that on the stream. People be texting though. Why do they have to do that? You know, no one texts me all day, and then as soon as I start a stream, people texting me. What's up with that? Can anyone explain that to me? Okay. Let's do a nice little throw here. Little, well, straight letter-ish type thing. I'm really happy how I started doing my letter I's on this. It really makes it look a lot less bad. Of course, if I do a bad one now. No. So you gotta get that nice oval shape. It really makes it or breaks it. Excuse me. Yeah, so I guess I haven't mentioned this in a while, but if anyone's interested in getting a sticker pack from me, contact me on my Instagram. I sell them for, I include 50 stickers like this for $7. Or if you want to pay 10, I'll include 50, but I'll make sure there's some ones of this quality and like some ones that took me some time. So if you want to like get an upgraded pack for $3 extra, feel free, contact me on my Instagram or my email or whatever. I'll throw my Instagram in the chat right now. Yeah. I'm always available for custom work and stuff like that. I know I never really, or I don't really advertise that I am very often, just because I don't like throwing it in people's faces too much, but if there's one thing I've learned in art, it's that you can be, it doesn't matter how talented you are, you need to get the business for yourself. So I mean, I just try and let people know. I'm not trying to push anyone to spend money on something they don't want, but if people are interested in packs, that's what I'm saying. Even gonna be trying this outline in a, well, never mind, I'm not using a brush marker. Thought I was, but I'm not. Black and red looks terrible. Why have I done this? Yeah, I'm not a fan of black and red. Definitely need another color in here to lighten it up a little bit. I think I'll maybe throw some pink in. Pink highlights. Need something to bring some light to it. Oh. This GoPro gets heavy after a while when it's sitting on your head. Oh, this is very transparent. That's not helpful. That's irritating. We need a non-transparent Molotov. Come on. Oh. That one is totally dried out. Oh, this one isn't. That one's in good condition. This isn't the brightest blue. It's also being a little transparent. But if I can make it a little less transparent here, pump it a little bit, add a little bit of color at least. Yeah. Gotta cover this mess I made with the pink. I'll leave that out, use it a bit more later. So I guess if anyone here watching this now or later is like someone who's really new to graph, I guess something I can say is like the way I did this sticker here is a very traditional classic way of doing a piece. So I sort of sketched the letters out first. They're very simple, of course, but I sketched the letters out first, did the fill-in, then I did the outline, added the highlights, and now I'm sort of doing like a background outline, sort of. So that's a very typical way of structuring how you do a piece, I guess. Hey Sam, what's up? Yeah, so I mean, I know I get a lot of questions from newer writers just about like who are getting into piecing and trying to figure out stuff like that. And sort of, I think a lot of people explain how to do a piece, but they don't really include why pieces are done that way. And it's important to understand the why if you're really gonna learn about how pieces are done, that sort of thing. And I mean, it almost doesn't make total sense to do it that way on stickers or something like that, but the reason it's done that way is because if you think of me doing this same piece with spray paint, I would have to do the fill-in first so that I could do a nice crisp outline afterwards. That's just sort of how it's, like, you need to do it that way with a spray can. With stickers, you don't really need to, but that's sort of why that's the traditional method. So I'm hoping that me not really skipping the why and actually explaining to some of the newer writers who ask me a few of these questions I'm hoping that'll help you guys out a little bit. If you guys are in the chat, tell me what your weather is like where you guys are. Right here, it was sunny in the morning, and then it just downpoured. That's like a consequence of our summer, I guess. We get really, really nice half days, and then it's just pouring, and that's basically how our weather is. I mean, by really, really nice, I just mean sunny, because it's also like, it was 30-something degrees before it rained. I know one of the other streams, a lot of people from Florida were saying they sort of get the same weather, but they get that plus tornadoes and stuff, which is a little scarier. Yeah, no. So I'm trying a little something with letters here, a bit too. Just something I don't normally do, structure-wise or style-wise. Good to change it up, like I'm always saying. Don't like that angle. Oh, the eye is where it always gets messy. I really gotta choose a different color than this red. This red is terrible. It's like a dark, garbagey red. Oh well, oh well. See what I mean about this S? This S already doesn't match the style I'm trying to do with the other letters here. And it's because I start here and go, like, it's just an element that I put in every one of my S's that I need to fix. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate that. It's something I am constantly trying to make a little bit better. Since I sort of did the little sketch with the red, I think I have to do the fill-in in this sort of red color too, because I don't want to use anything darker. It's not a bad red, it's just a little heavy for a fill-in, I think. Might make this stick up a little bit more just to almost match the other little tail there. And the eye almost does that as well. That's a little bit nice at least. Since I got this blue all juiced up and everything, I'm gonna use it for the outline here. Maybe a I probably should get used to outlining in Molotovs again, just because I know I have some piecing that I need to do on canvas, and I always use the Molotovs for canvases. Really like the shape of this C. I'm trying not to screw it up too much. What's up, I play games? Yeah, I mean, I wish this blue was a little brighter, but I like the combo too. Usually works out nicely. Just doing some simple block 3D on this one. Don't want to do anything too complicated. I don't know, we gotta figure out a background color too. I might do some brighter blues in the background. Something like that. I find lately with like almost everything I'm doing, I just automatically go towards using a drop shadow rather than 3D, so I'm trying to make myself do a bit more 3D, like proper 3D on some of these pieces. Just trying to add some little doodads, I guess, here. I don't know. I like to try and add different things, but I really don't want to ruin stuff. Yeah, Sam, I do some characters. Glock from France, that's awesome. I'm in Canada here. I play games. I mean, believe it or not, sort of almost a decade now I've been in Graph, but I would say I'm more comfortable telling people that I've been doing it for like 8-ish years, because that's sort of when I got a little more serious about it. But yeah, it's been like, I haven't ever like taken a break from it, so I don't want to say it's on and off, but there have been periods where I've done a lot of crushing really hard, and I've got a lot more work done than other points in those years. So, yeah, I'm more comfortable saying like 8 years, really. But especially lately, I've really been just trying to work consistently. Like, even just these streams help out a lot, just because, like, they force you to sit down and think about letters for at least an hour, really. Every little while, which is the most important thing. Like, even if it's not incredibly, like, structured the way you're learning and improving, I mean, it doesn't have to be structured. Like, that's sort of the whole point of Graph, right? Like, Graph's not supposed to have any rules. Just figure your stuff out, have fun with it, and if you're doing that, you will get better. Need some brighter outline colors here now. Is this blue gonna work? Is this a good blue? Oh, it is a good blue. Nice. You know, I have so many Molotovs that are like dried out to hell, and they do not work. So it's always sort of a nice surprise when I just pick one up and it does work. That's one thing I have to say about Molotovs. If you're gonna get Molotovs, make sure you do not leave them sitting around for long periods of time without use. Like, they almost require, like, maintenance. Sam, since you asked, maybe next sticker I'll do a little character. I don't do them too often because my characters are not up to par with anybody, but I do like to. I'll do a nice simple one or something. Draco, what's up? I'm gonna keep the background on this quite simple. Probably just doing the one color blue here. Add a few of the dots. These dots are a really nice way to just finish a piece very simply. But I mean, since I have the blue out, might as well put some color in the 3D a little bit. Gotta use a bit of a more delicate touch for this, since it's just small space. You don't want to overdo it in terms of 3D. It's always better to put less when you're highlighting than more. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but that's the way I think of it, sort of. Helps me not go overboard. Since I don't want to be lazy, I'm going to even cut back a little bit on this stuff. Clean it up. Almost like a real piece. It's another thing with the Molotovs. Make sure you let the paint dry before you try and cut back over it again. Because they will mix. They are quite good at mixing, actually. Which is nice. You can get a lot of really fine fading effects with Molotovs if that's what you're using. Oh, I missed a little spot. There. Colors look really bad on the camera here, sorry. Yeah, let's try a little character. Just a small one, just a small one. Because I'm not super good at them, as I say. Give him a little hat. If I had a little bit of a finer marker to work with here, could add a bit of better detail. This guy is crazy. He's gonna have a very stereotypical money hat. If I did this in more than one color, maybe, you know what? If I just sort of, fill them in with the blue here, maybe. This guy's like a discolored Smurf. A sick Smurf, that's what he is. Now looks extra terrified. Ref, what's up? Oh, yeah, I don't know, Ref. Like, YouTube is strange. Like, some people say they have notifications on and it doesn't tell them all the time or right away about stuff. And I get the same thing. It's really strange. Like, it would be a bigger deal for me if I watched more people's streams. I only ever catch a couple people's live streams, but yeah, sometimes it doesn't tell me right away either. Always weird. Always issues with YouTube. Here's my little guy. Again, the colors did not work out. On camera mostly, but... No, I actually drew a guy I was trying to copy one I drew at work. And the one I drew at work looks way better than this guy. So, I gotta figure out how I drew the other one. Just gonna try this again really quickly. Oof. I don't know, I think I just need to get some proportions a little more right, and if I have a better understanding of like that kind of thing, then some of my characters won't look so terrible. I don't know. It's like anything else though. If you want to do characters, you gotta work at it a little bit. I mean, obviously I'm not really trying super hard with this one, but just work at it a little bit, figure some stuff out. Yeah, you know, it's its own animal. That's what I'll say about characters. Yeah, this stuff's very, very papery, ref. It's, honestly, like, if you put it in a semi-sheltered place anywhere outside, it'll stay up for, like, a couple years. Like, one of the things I used to do a lot with these stickers was I would just do a spray paint background to, like, coat the paper so it would be a little more waterproof, and then I do something over top of it and stick them outside, and they'll last. They'll last quite a bit. But yeah, if you just put them out, like if I were to put this tag out somewhere, it would get it wouldn't last forever, that's for sure. Weather would eventually destroy it. Juan, what's up? Try and do a nice little vertical one here. Don't do that too often, but it's a good skill to have, sort of, if you can arrange your letters in a vertical way. Some stuff looks really good like that. One, that doesn't sound like too much fun, but I was doing sort of something similar, to be honest. I was doing some straightening up of some stuff. I also have been super busy trying to figure out what courses I need to take this coming year. Yeah, so I'm sort of trying to get that under control. It's stressing me out a lot. The worst part about when you need to choose courses, for anyone who doesn't know this yet, is they have registration open at, like, for me it's going to be 6 a.m. on Monday. And I do not, for the life of me, understand why they need to make it so goddamn early. Like, just make it at a normal time. Like, since registration is sort of a one-time thing, too, just make it on a weekend when people aren't working. and make it at a normal time. That's my issue with them. And they don't listen to me. But yeah, Juan, I'm gonna have to do that too. I gotta wash my stuff for Monday. I don't know why I'm using this blue so much. It really is just a dull blue. It's not super great for anything. So yeah, I'm super excited to get my paint though. I bought it like $175 worth of paint on like Thursday or Wednesday. So when it comes, oh boy. Get quite a few little things here done. I'm gonna try and do one more semi-decent thing. Then we'll pretty much be out of time, but one, that's hilarious. That's so funny because like I was at work the other day. Some guy came up and asked me, what did he ask me? Came up to me. I forget what he even said at first, but then the next question he asked me was like, "Oh, so you do like tagging on trains and all that kind of stuff?" I'm like, "How did like? First of all, whoa, like I don't know how this guy knew, like knew that he might have just been looking at like the little doodles I have on my desk at work or something like that, but." It totally caught me off guard. It was really weird. It's one of the supervisors I see all the time, actually. Someone's calling my damn house. Does it look like I have time to pick up the phone? Does it? Does it really? Because I don't. Try and do something a little different. A little different here. Try and not do the same S I do. So it's still simple, just different. Because you're not going to just create a different style by rushing in and doing something complicated right away that's different. You gotta sort of figure out the style you're doing first and then add on to it. So that's what I'm trying here. Nico, what's going on? Nico, that's awesome to hear. It's always a great feeling when you know that you've been like up a lot recently. Like, you know, if you haven't gone out in a couple weeks or anything like that, you start feeling sort of crappy, and it's like, I don't know, there's some writers that are ahead of me right now doing things, but then when you've been up recently and you know you have, it's a cool feeling. I like that. By one of the train tracks near me, they just brought a bunch of new trains. So I was checking those out the other day. That's always fun. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing with this sticker. This is weird. Super weird. Just putting some straight 3D on it here. This is one of those stickers where in my head I thought I was going to put a lot of effort into it, and then I clearly didn't. So something else I got to do today, just so everyone's aware, is I need to film the battle announcement for my 4,000 subscriber battle. So I'm going to do that today or tomorrow. It'll be this weekend, and it'll be posted this week. The prize is yet to be confirmed. I have to talk to somebody again about that, because it is in collaboration with somebody. So it'll be sort of a bit of a special prize, hopefully. Yeah, Nico, I have a part 2 filmed of the type of video I filmed where I was looking at all the trains. I don't know how it'll turn out, because it was like the part 2, I'm in between like 2 tracks, so I can only get like close views of a lot of the stuff, so I gotta look at the footage and see if it's worth posting it all. Hopefully it is, because there's good stuff. But yeah, you're right. That's a good title for those. I didn't know what to call it for the first episode, so I didn't really call it anything interesting. So it probably suffered in views a lot because of that, but I just had no idea what I wanted to call it. But yeah, even if the footage of that one that I didn't turn out too good, that we will be making more of those, I think. Like, as bad as... Like, if you just looked at views, you would think that that video did extremely bad, but I got more comments on that video, and people, like, actually legitimately interested in having a conversation about some of the stuff in it. I got more comments on that video than, like, almost any of my other ones, and that's really, like, that's the awesome part to me. I love just having a conversation about that kind of thing. That's like one of the main reasons people are on YouTube talking about graph. That's awesome. This effect is not really anything I've tried before. Don't know if it's working out. Just trying to add a little character to the letters. Get a bit of color in there. Nice cool gray. Contrasts nicely with the red. Yeah, thank you, Nico. I see, that's sort of what I like. I thought it was just sort of a unique video. Like, you don't see a lot of graffiti channels making that kind of video. so I figured it would be a cool thing to do at least. Even if it didn't do that well, it was an experiment, and you know what? I'm happy with the response I got, so there will be more. But we're pretty much out of time here, so I'm gonna have to skip our little roll call actually. But I will run through these once again. Yeah, here's our little character dude. I wish the colors on this would show up a little better on camera, but it's not terrible. So yeah, that's what we did today. I'll be coming back next week with a stream. Hopefully I'll be streaming pretty much just more consistently, because I know in the past 4 weeks I've only done 2 streams. But it should just be a bit more consistent now. I'm really trying to focus a little bit more on getting videos filmed, made, edited, that kind of thing. It's not an ideal time for me to act like I want to focus on it because I'm super busy with a lot of other stuff, but in general, trying to focus on that because it's one of the things I enjoy most, and you should always do more of what you love. Take that as a good lesson. And yeah, that's to close. That's a good lesson about graph as well, I guess. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. If anyone wants to, I mean, I said this earlier. If anyone does happen to want to buy any sticker packs, I sell them for $7 for 50 stickers. I'm just gonna throw my Instagram in the chat here if anyone wants to contact me for sticker packs. I do $7 for 50 stickers, or if you want to pay 10, I'll throw some like nicer ones like that in, and it'll still be 50 stickers. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. Gotta find my stream here in the app, close it out. Somehow my GoPro got disconnected from my phone. But yeah, look for the battle announcement this week. I think it's going to be a pretty special battle. I think I'm going to, we might be getting support from someone who I don't think many people would expect. And yeah, I'm looking forward to having this battle. Till my next one, peace.